We're back, bitches. Week 6. Week 6. You got the Mike and Matt non-PC show because we are not politically fucking correct. I'm Mike. My co-host is Matt.
I am here in the flesh.
In the flesh. Well, that's good. At least you aren't like you're just skin and bones and shit. So
it could be ghosts floating around in the world, but I'm good.
You're good. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. You know, we made it back another week this side of the dirt, which is always a good thing, man. We don't want to end up on the wrong side one morning. That would be very, very bad and shitty.
Yeah, could be bad. Could be bad.
We have so much to talk about this week. It's not even funny. We've got some stuff about Denmark sex, zombies, sexy accents. Does dick size matter?
Wee.
We've got, drug addicts, a racist fruit basket. Okay, a racist fruit basket. You know what? It's so
That's
dumb.
Has to do with pineapple, I bet.
It's so dumb, man. I can't even describe it to you.
What do you mean you're calling me Hawaiian? God, I hate it.
I hate to be in Hawaii. So
stupid racist shit.
Yeah, so we got some information about crack and sex robots. Robots. I mean, it's just crazy tonight.
Yeah, all crack and sex robot.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know the best part of tonight? There's actually two parts, man. The first part is we've got some cool bands that liked us on Twitter and that are following us on Twitter, and in return, I kind of snagged some of their songs, and we're gonna play them for you, and we'll probably play them the second part of all this because we got so much to talk about in the first part. The other thing we're going to talk about right now is last week's show. The last segment of it was banned on YouTube. It was banned on YouTube.
Man, what is that?
Because it was sexually graphic in nature. Okay.
Sexually graphic in nature? Hell, we were just talking.
Exactly. We were talking. So unless they saw something from the picture that goes along with our videos,
man, we must put a damn good picture out there. We must be pretty vivid.
I have no idea.
I think if YouTube does a little deep search on their own little site, they'll find all kinds of graphic crap out there.
Oh, exactly. So I don't know what the hell that segment was banned for, but it was banned and taken off of YouTube. So that segment is missing if you are following us on YouTube by chance. But you know what? Fuck YouTube. Fuck all them because it's just wrong, man. We didn't talk about anything in that episode any worse than any other episode, except the title of it was like
Playboy. We used Playboy in there. That's what we were going over like the topics, trying to figure out what we're talking about. It's like we were talking about Playboy, blah blah blah. So I didn't know if there was some kind of copyright.
Well, you know what?
On there.
No, because it comes up for that. It said actually stuff about sexually explicit stuff, and I was like, wait a minute. And the only thing that I saw is we had the title called Playboy Basketball Sex because we talked about Playboy not having nude pictures anymore, like starting next year. We talked about Lamar Odom with a Viagra party at a whorehouse.
Yeah, and he like OD. He didn't. Yeah, that's why he did OD. He just got brought back to life. But because he was on a binge because he was fighting with a Kardashian. Imagine that. But
I mean, the whole thing is pretty stupid. And in honor of that, we're going off our track of our normal songs that we play here. And we are going to play the next one and dedicate it to YouTube and anyone else that hates our stuff that because it's too explicit or too sexual or whatever the case is. So for all you fuckers out there, here's dropping back into, I think it's the late 80s, early 90s with
Banned in the USA.
Banned in the USA by Two Live Crew.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No shit, man.
We think it's the banning of free speech. The First Amendment protects material.
Well, you know.
We don't talk about harassing and sexually brutalizing women in my music.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, dude. That's pretty fucking wrong, man.
White collar people trying to crap our style, saying we're too nasty and we're too live. Corrupted politicians playing games, bringing us down to boost their fame. They must be joking, thinking we were poor, but they're
pretty
like
much,
flies,
man.
moving the wall. We stand tall from beginning to end, with the help from fans and all our friends. Freedom
We're getting better.
We're
getting better.
For us to have, our ancestors died. Don't keep thinking that we will quit. We'll always stand and never sit. We're too
man, one day we'll be famous.
Doing the right thing and not the wrong. So listen up, y'all, to what we say.
Pennies.
We won't be banned in the USA.
That's true. That's very true. All right, I gotta queue up our next track. This is, we got like 2.5 minutes left.
A lot of people, curiosity is aroused. We're selling records to a totally different audience. I take the precaution that nobody else has. I stick with my album. I made two versions.
The First Amendment gave us freedom of speech. So what you're saying, it didn't include me? I like to party and have a good time. There's nothing but pleasure written in our rhymes. I know you don't think we'll ever quit. We got some people on our side that won't take your lip. We're gonna do all the things we wanna do. You can't stand to see a brother get as rich as you. This is the 90s and we're coming on strong, saying things and doing things that you're saying's wrong. Wising up, cause on election day, we'll see who's banned in the USA.
Can you hear me yet?
Show in Hollywood, those were 21 and older people. They had police out there carding the people coming in the club, and they still arrested us for performing in the front of adults.
What is this? Is this not America? This is not China. This is not Russia. This is not the place where they brought down the wall. This is America. We have the right to say what we want to say. We have the right to do what we want to do. And what I do in my house, you might not do in your house. So what I do in my house is my business. And the simple fact of it all is that we are bonded by the First Amendment. We have the freedom of expression. We have the freedom of choice. And you, Chinese, black, green, purple, Jew, you have the right to listen to whoever you want to, and even the Two Live Crew. So all you right-wingers, left-wingers, bigots, communists, there is a place for you in this world, because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave, and Two Live is what we are.
We are back. So, you know what? We are
from being banned in the USA.
Yeah, you know what? We will never be banned as long as there's free internet and this awesome free audio app for our little radio show, Spreaker. I'll do a shout out to Spreaker.com. Check it out. It's like speaker, but with an R, so it's Spreaker. So That's pretty cool out there. So, boy, oh boy, do we have the shit to talk about today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, I actually have an audio clip. So it's like 38 seconds long. I'm going to play it right now, and it has to do with a Brazilian guy biting people on an aircraft. So I'll let you all hear that right now.
Staying on the big carriers always brings its challenges. Your seat gets kicked, the drink gets spilled on your lap. But listen to what happened on this flight to Ireland. Investigators are looking into the death of a man on a flight from Portugal to Dublin. He was 24 years old, from Brazil, but before he collapsed, he reportedly bit another passenger. Not surprisingly, drugs might have been involved. Police in Ireland also arrested a woman he was traveling with. She is suspected of carrying amphetamine powder. Passengers on that flight say the man was having seizures and making sounds of distress before he collapsed.
All right, so you guys heard it. There was a Brazilian guy that did too many drugs, and he was on an airplane, and he apparently bit some passengers before he died. Now,
go ahead.
I personally, I just think it's too many drugs causing this sort of shit, and
whether it's a drug, like I don't know, it's called bath salts. They ran it. I don't know if you remember a few years ago where they had this issue down in Miami where they had a few guys running around like biting people, like doing that crap, like taking drugs and like don't run around like basically a zombie and biting people's flesh off and the crap. And they were saying it's bath salts. I don't know exactly what's in the drug, but it's called bath salts. So it does some crazy hallucinogen. I guess it's like, back in the 70s and 80s and crap, they used to do like angel dust. They smoke it and whatever, and people go flying off a friggin' building and think they're a god or some crap.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with this, but it was pretty crazy, man. And I thought that was weird, and I was like, okay, just another druggie doing, whatever, and deciding to bite people. Well, that guy died. Okay, so
he freaking heartbreak exploded.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so I got a second story this week. Okay, and it's titled "Several Injured in Zombie-Like Attack at a Tennessee Walmart as Man Tries to Eat His Victims." And there's even freaking pictures of this shit. Okay,
what's going on, people?
I know. It says an unidentified man entered a Tennessee Walmart on Tuesday, armed with nothing more than his own teeth. Eyewitnesses
Owned with what? His what?
Armed with his teeth.
Oh, okay. Teeth. I was saying his own pee. I was like, what the hell? He pee on him?
No, that was a couple weeks ago when we had the sperm toddler.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
All right, so I misunderstood. What the hell did he do?
So eyewitnesses say the man, who looked like he had been living off the streets, entered a store looking as if he was in a daze. When confronted by a Walmart employee, the homeless man lunged at the victim, sinking his teeth into the employee's arm. As one of the customers attempted to save the employee, the crazed man bit the shopper on the neck. Okay, there were three.
Like bath salts again. Wow.
There were three other men that saw who ran to try to save the victim, but then they became victims, said Rachel Stevenson, who is shopping in the store at the time of the incident. Every time someone stepped in to help, he bit into them with his teeth. I only got a quick glimpse, but I swear he looked like he had fangs. It was absolutely terrifying. It doesn't give his age, but long story short, this is like zombie incident number 2 this week. Okay, where somebody is trying to be a fucking zombie and eat other people.
It's just a turn of the season. It's like it's in the air, and you got these wackos out there doing crystal meth or whatever the hell they're doing. It doesn't have to be the bath salts, but it's obviously you got somebody out there doing drugs and they're losing their freaking minds.
Well, it's crazy, okay?